Good morning, Rice fans, and welcome back to Cairns Arena in South Central Burlington. I don't know why I like to say South Central, but it just seems fitting. Dr. Steve and AJ Lichterman stepping up to the mic to bring you this morning's game against the St. Francis, possibly the Cardinals. Yes, says our cameraman. By the way, cameraman today during the first and third period will be Brandon Olivas, AJ Lichterman on color, and he'll be running the camera during period 2. I'm still going to be in your ears. Don't fret. We're going to try to bring you another Knights victory. The Knights yesterday defeated the Shady Side, and I learned later in the evening they are the Bulldogs. Shady Side Bulldogs were defeated 4-1 last night. 2 goals by the aforementioned Brandon Olivas. One by, let's see, I can always screw this name up if I don't concentrate, Una Jutinen. And the final goal tallied by Aaron Altillo. Actually, it wasn't the last goal of the game, but the last goal of my rundown. St. Francis looking to bounce back from a couple of tough games yesterday when they were outscored by a grand total of 14-3. Looking to come back against Rice, who is without Brandon today. Steven Seuss rejoins the lineup for this morning's game. We're going to play one more later today against the Gilmore Academy, who has been rolling so far in this tournament. 10 seconds to action. We're so delighted that you joined us. Welcome to Rice Memorial High School Knights. I can never fit all that in hockey. As the players assemble themselves around, looks like it'll be goaltender William Ferland between the pipes today. I will confirm that as we get closer to game time. And hey, we stepped outside the rave and into the parking lot. I've got my pacifier around my neck and bleary eyes as the sunlight strikes us. The music provided by every house band that has tried to exist since about 1987. All right, Rice disassembles their huddle, and we'll see as the smoke clears who remains between the pipes. All the team, including both goaltenders, are skating over to the bench, so we'll work that out as the details become available. St. Francis on the left-hand side of your screen, which is tilted horribly to the right. We are trying to work out the logistics of camera work with the 2 cameramen. 2 heads are better than 1, and AJ has a little bit of experience coming out of yesterday's game. Rice will begin with Jutinen at center, Valenta to his left, and Luis Ruel to his right. I was wrong. The goaltender is Michael Foglia. Foglia also played in Game 2 the last time I was here against EHA was their acronym, and Academy was the last word in the A. All right, puck gets zipped around behind the St. Francis goaltender. I'll try to set up their roster as well as I can. Kept in by DeBlois, who I understand from talking to a couple of the players, his name is actually DeBlois. Again, my French, not quite as good as my English. Rice keeping the puck for a long time in the St. Francis zone. Troy Carson zips one just wide of the goaltender. It comes back near side wall, and here comes St. Francis on the counter punch. Michael Clouden coming down to get it. He's a man on an island, and he is smashed into the glass. Rice picks it out, and Valenta on his horse just couldn't get to that puck before St. Francis smacked it back. Into the zone it goes. Lemmy Pakazdi, the Hungarian hammer, gets it out to the point. That one is smacked in and gobbled up by Blake Matucci, who, well, let me make sure it's Mikuchi. It may be Samuel Curio in net for St. Francis. And AJ, What do you see so far from the team?
I think Rice is off to a good start. They're moving quick, and they're moving the puck quick, and they're ready to go.
Ready to go indeed. It's an early morning game for the players, who I'm sure were in bed by 8 o'clock last night. Turned and zipped in by the Hungarian Hammer, and that one is blocked out by St. Francis goaltender. Rice keeping it alive. I'm trying to angle myself such that I can see the action. Someone just got dumped. I think it was Aaron Altillo that got set onto his wallet by the St. Francis defense. And so far, it has been all offense and all Rice Memorial. AJ, is it hard to get up for these early games?
Always. You got to get a good sleep, and, you got to wake up ready to go. Right when you get to the rink, get a good warm-up in, and I think the guys did that today, and they're excited to play.
Gagne leans in and takes the draw. It gets sent behind the St. Francis goaltender, controlled by Rice. Lambert picks it up on the far half wall and takes a look at the point men. Looks almost like a power play configuration. That one gets smacked in by Callum Shea and gobbled up by the goaltender. So far, kind of a boring game for Michael Foglia, but probably exactly what he's looking for. AJ nodded, which is always good for radio. St. Francis sends the puck into the Rice zone, picked up by Lamberg, who zips around, gets smacked at by a couple of St. Francis players, and skates it into the neutral zone. End-to-end Lamberg. Into the St. Francis zone, goes off one of the defenders' skates or shin pads. That defender was immediately pinched off by Callum Shea in a nice move for the defense. Now a scrum ensues behind Foglia. Pulled out by Rice along the far wall. Rice working the breakout. Lambert near side crosses the red line and into the St. Francis zone. He gets smacked off the puck. St. Francis picks it up and working on a breakout of their own. Picked off by Lamberg in the neutral zone. Cross ice pass. David Shedlovsky gets it into the zone where it's picked up. Bad angle shot goes just through the goal mouth. Into the high slot to the far wall. Smacked again by DeBlois. Picked up by St. Francis. That one never made it through the defense and all the way down into the Rice zone for icing. A lot of legs and a lot of shots, AJ.
Yeah, it seems like Rice has their legs today. 5 shots on goal. Coach talked about lots of shots today, so he'll be excited.
New lineup on the ice. For Rice, Jutinen leans in, far dot to the goaltender's left, St. Francis zone. Ref sets him up. Jutinen wins that one clean, right to the point. Point man puts it off the blocker of the goaltender. Turned aside to the near half wall. Battle ensues. Rice, looks like they came out with the puck for a second. St. Francis got it. Rice got it back. Now another battle as the puck is pinned against the wall. Out to the point, sent in by DeBlois. Picked up in the crease and couldn't quite get in. The goaltender slammed the door for St. Francis. One of the Cardinal players went into the corner a little bit hard and on his wallet. Picked off again by Rice to DeBlois. DeBlois put one straight off of Steven Seuss, who had set up in front of the net to deflect the puck. Deflected he did, right off his chest pad. Rice still controlling. Back corner, into the wall it goes. Valenta picks up the puck, far corner. Out to Lambert. Lambert tried to kick it to his stick. Just put it a little bit out of his reach. DeBlois got his back, though, and sent it back toward the St. Francis zone. Big change coming. Altillo, Wood, Van Mullen, and the Hungarian Hammer. Lemmy Pakazdi out on the ice. Skated around by Altillo, looking for a target. Altillo keep getting forced deeper and deeper by number 12 for St. Francis, Michael Cirillo. Didn't he do the song Maniac off the Flashdance soundtrack in 1981, or was that Michael Sambello? I would ask AJ, but I would just get a very confused look. In the back corner it goes, like the ice is tilted towards St. Francis. Rice has been all over the offensive zone. Comes out to the near point. Rice holding it in and did. Successful. A dump happened in front of the net. No call. Ref says play on. St. Francis controlling the puck in their own zone. End-to-end behind the goaltender. Now looking up the near wall to break out. St. Francis tried to tip it high and out, but ended up putting it in the net. Rice rotating their players somewhat quickly. They've got a 4-game weekend, so Coach Dennis making sure the players keep their legs. St. Francis takes the draw, and here they come. Far wall, chipped into the right zone, picked up by Troy Carson. Carson end-to-end to DeBlois. DeBlois, little chipper pass over to Lambrick. Nice no-look pass back to Lamberg. Here we go, Lamberg and Lambrecht. You figure this stuff out. Into the corner it goes. Rice hot on the trail. St. Francis, nice job picking a pocket. Trying to get it out, can't do it. DeBlois shot it wide. Far side Lamberg. Lamberg gets pinned into the wall by Michael Clouden for St. Francis, and they end up poking it back for icing. It looks like A.J. Rice not only has a speed advantage, but also a stick handling advantage. St. Francis is having a hard time with our forwards.
Yeah, I agree. It seems like Rice is handling the puck really well and moving it really well to start, and breakouts are clean, so they're getting in the zone quick.
Clean breakouts are a key to success for sure. St. Francis wins the draw in their zone. Gagne is out playing center for Rice. Into the neutral zone, and all by himself is Elias Printup, and he gets smashed off the puck twice. Rice doing a good job on the pinch, except St. Francis somehow pulled that one out of the scrum. Pinchuk toward the middle of the ice, tried to hit Boyd coming in. Boyd was a little too deep to take the shot, got it back to the point. Far point, there's a big scrum in front. St. Francis, I'm not sure if they were trying to whip that one around to the far or the near from my perspective, to the near point man, but it ended up getting shuffled high and into the net. 12:22 remaining in period number 1. Still no score. Thank you for joining us. And if you've got nothing to do this morning, you're bopping around town trying to figure out how to kill a nice hour and a half, come down to, I forgot the name of our arena for a second, Cairns Arena. We're down here in South Burlington, and Rice hockey is always a fun event. Crowd is a little subdued on this early Saturday morning, and we don't have the high school presence that I'm sure we'll have later tonight for the Gilmore game. And AJ, it's got to be more fun playing in front of happy fans.
Especially when the school shows support, we play way better. You know, Rice loves having their fans out.
Fans indeed. Big scrum in front, pulled away by St. Francis. The goaltender looked to make an acrobatic save, but the puck never got through the D. Altillo comes through, Rice zone. We're to Foglia's left-hand side, stuck it over to the right-hand side as Jutinen sends it back to the left. Still behind the goal line, Rice trying to work the breakout, get everybody assembled, and they do. Jutinen still playing catch behind the goal, and now we're going. K out to Valenta. Valenta crosses the blue line and centered the puck. Nobody home. Altillo going to get it, smacked at the puck, but he was getting run into the boards at the same time. St. Francis manages to get it out to Colin Shea. Shea taking a look, pass over to Valenta. Valenta knocked the puck down, went back and got it. No pressure from St. Francis. He had all the time he needed. Now shovels it toward the zone. Knocked all the way in by Steven Seuss. Rimming around to the near side. Rice trying to effect a change, and they do. Simone Ruel sent it over to Monty Wood, who knocked it in. St. Francis intercepts the puck and sends it around behind their goaltender. They're trying to work the breakout far side and out of the middle of the ice, tipped up to Troy Carson. Carson had one play, and it was to Pakazdi. Lemmy from Motorhead. Lenny shoots it in. We'll just call him the Hammer. Speaking of a hammer, Troy Carson just put a kid on his wallet. Tried for a little bit of revenge on DeBlois, who skated right through the pinch. Carson, far near point. I'm getting my near and far mixed up again. The Sesame Street days are not lost on me. Either way, goaltender blockered it away, and it comes to St. Francis, who sent it just wide of the net. Karaming out to Foglia. He tried to hit two guys for Rice, trying to break it out. The puck was bouncing and ended up bouncing right over both of their sticks. So St. Francis controls in their zone. Rice a lot more physical. They've got some happy in their step today. A 1-2 puck. Carson just got hit in the chin with that puck and then decked from behind by St. Francis. He may be looking for some revenge later in the game, and later is now as he plants Sam Chavetta in the ground like a stalk of corn. Carson with the puck again, looks to make a long pass that would have been icing, except for it hit one of the St. Francis boys' skates as he was trying to make it off the ice, so we're going to do it all over again. Van Mullen, far side, skated in. Can't see who that is. It's Aaron Altillo. Altillo shoots it into the crowd. That almost made it through to the into the slot, doorstep, whatever you want to call it. Lamberg had a great scoring opportunity. Nice pass from behind the net. Lamberg put it off the goaltender. The goalie for St. Francis, I don't have his number yet, doing a good job so far keeping his team in this game, and it has been all Rice except for the score. Gagne trying to move the puck up to his stick from behind his back, rolls it into the goalie who covers for a stoppage. And AJ, the game looks like it's getting a little rough.
Yeah, it's getting really physical. The refs are letting the teams play today. Yesterday there were a lot of penalties in the first period especially, and it got a little out of hand for a bit. But I like today the refs are letting the guys play.
Face-off coming on the far dot. Won cleanly by Rice. Shot just high and wide by Justin Thies. Rice still moving the puck effectively. On the near wall, Thies sent it up. Can't see who the forward is on the half wall, but Thies is overwhelmed by a rush of red jerseys. Brought into the zone. Nice pass to the center of the ice. Michael Colden hit Colton and Clouden. Michael Clouden hit Colton Clendenning, who was coming down Broadway, and Foglia shut the door. Clendenning had a good scoring opportunity there and put it, fortunately, to the glove side of Foglia, who had no trouble with the puck. 8:47 remaining in period number one. Still no score. St. Francis, but the defenseman had to bail out of the zone just in case Rice won that one. And it ended up leaving. Valenta, near side, shot toward the middle, sails on through. Another scoring opportunity for Rice. Sent back toward the front. Valenta tipped the puck down, but the goaltender was all over it. Do you practice those tips during the week, AJ?
Always. Before practice, usually have a couple guys shooting pucks and a few guys in front of the net having battles for tips.
Una Jutinen leans in. Far side dot again. Jutinen wins it clean. That one gets shot wide. Steven Seuss put that one to the left of the net. Seuss streaking back and forth across the ice. Seuss has it near half wall, far half wall. When I say near, just assume far. It's near to the player. That's the way I look at it. Battle again on the far. See what I did there? Half wall. Rice has one player to St. Francis's three, and guess who came out with the puck? Seuss now pinches a man off. Jutinen in there. St. Francis pulled that one out of the scrum as they are trying to work the breakout. Sent forward like a soccer pass. Here comes St. Francis. Michael Cirillo. He's a maniac into the zone. If you Google it, you'll find it is Michael Sambello. Anyway, around to Seuss. Seuss gets planted. St. Francis getting physical, and offside is the call. As a forward, AJ, do you see those coming when you're about to get set on your wallet?
As long as you have your head up, you can usually see it coming from a mile away. That one right there wasn't much you could have done about it.
Seuss skates off. Undissuaded. All right, Gagne leans in. He's got Valenta to his left and Jutinen to his right. There was a penalty on the play. I didn't see the call, but it's on Nathan Zarowski, number 6 for St. Francis. Elbowing is the call, probably on Steven Seuss. The boys are nodding that indeed that's the case. So the first power play unit setting up the blue line. We've got Lamberg and Dubois. Oh, acrobatic save by the goaltender as Dubois. I think you have to say that more Frenchily. Anyway, he put one near post, and the goaltender was able to slide over, and I don't know if he blocked it or covered it. He timed his landing just perfect to frustrate the Rice offense. 1:48 remaining on the power play. Lamberg moving the puck up, gets to Dubois on the near point. Dubois looking, back to Lamberg, center of the ice, sends it far side. Now behind the net to the high slot, and then, through the goal mouth it was passed. Goaltender didn't have to make a save on that one, but it was a good scoring chance for Rice. Behind the net again from Gretzky's office to the near half wall to DeBlois. DeBlois looking, steps into the high slot, gets it to the center of the ice to Lambert. Lambert, far slot, off the goaltender's blocker. Valenta had another crack at the rebound, and the goaltender covered it up. Good puck movement as Coach Dennis will send the second power play unit onto the ice. .648 remaining in period number 1, a minute 12 left in the power play. Rice wins the puck, but sends it into the neutral zone where Altillo picks it up. Altillo, far wall, here comes Rice. Lucas Van Mullen setting up on the point, moves it to the center of the ice. Now back to Altillo, near side point, back to Van Mullen, back to Altillo. High slot, near side Altillo, put it off one of the defensemen, and he's off to the races. Van Mullen trying to catch him from behind, and Foglia has to make the final stop. Nice job by Foglia as Hunter Nowak was coming in one-on-one shorthanded. Always a risk you take at the point when you take those slappies. If it goes off one of the D, it's behind you before you know it. Van Mullen, a little bit of a mishit on that one. Pushed the puck wide. Rice maintains possession, and the goaltender reaches back to grab the loose puck. Dangerous play, AJ.
Yeah, Rice has had a lot of chances, but it seems like St. Francis just had the best chance of the game.
So far, the cleanest opportunity for sure. 21 seconds remain on the power play, 5:55 in the period. Still no score. The game has been dominated by Rice, but they're letting St. Francis hang around. Still 0-0. Near point to the center of the ice. Rice looking for a clean shot. Van Mullen back to Altillo. Altillo looking, passes Van Mullen to the high slot. That one gets tipped just wide. Shot by Carson on that one. St. Francis bangs one of the Rice players off the puck, but can't clear the zone. Luis Ruel comes in hot, put one just off the goaltender. It goes high into the crease and rebound in for Rice. 3 opportunities there for the Knights, and on the third one, they capitalize.
That's big boy Justin Thies.
Oh, sorry, AJ. Thies put that one in. What were you going to say?
He's a defenseman. He was playing right in front of the net on the power play. It's a big boy, and goalie couldn't see what was coming to him.
Goaltender was flopping around trying to stay in front of the puck. It landed right on Thies' stick in the crease, and he put it up and in. 1-0 Knights. Power play goal by Justin Thies. Pakazdi comes out to swing his hammer in the face-off dot. Pakazdi wins it. Rice on the move. St. Francis picks off the pass and sends it into the Rice zone. Callum Shea looking at Shidlovsky. Sends it end-to-end. Shidlovsky had a man all over him, is able to get it out to the near point. Rice trying to work the breakout. St. Francis trying to keep it in. It goes out. Into the neutral zone it flies. Simone Ruel on trying to aggressively approach the puck handler, who knocks it in, where another scrum ensues behind Foglia. Near side half wall comes out to the point man. Owen Allaire sends it toward the net. Foglia is all over it. Rice dumps a man and takes the puck. More physical play behind the net as Shidlovsky sends it back, I'm assuming to Shea, but he gets it. Well, Shea's not out there, or he is out there. I don't know. There's a glove laying on the ice, and it's green. That doesn't bode well for the boys in white. Over on the far side, Van Mullen couldn't quite clear that puck out of the neutral zone. It got picked up on the full gallop by Neil Downey, who came in and shot it over the crossbar and over the glass. A little bit of confusion for the Rice Knights. AJ nodded and gave me a thumbs up. 4:19 remaining. Puck is won by St. Francis. Puck went wide. Foglia poked at it with his glove. It went off the end of his glove, so it remains live. Behind the net, Carson looking, sends it up and around. It ends up walking for a few feet on the glass and then dumping ultimately into the netting. We're going to do it all over again. Shots are 23-6 in favor of the Knights. The score is 1-0 in favor of the Knights, and we're winding down to 4 minutes to play in period number 1. Dr. Steve and A.J. Lichterman coming to you from Cairns. And another good one, Rice Knights hockey. Puck is dropped, and here we go. Rice wins it. DeBlois picks it out of the scrum, sends it around. Oh, sent it to Louis Ruel, who had his back to the ice, and he got hit pretty hard from behind. We're going to face it off one more time. We are under 4 minutes to play now. Una Jutinen centering this line, leans in. We got Foglia in the ready position. Puck to his right. St. Francis wins it to the point. Knocks it to the far corner. It's picked up by Brady Hill, one of their big players. Hill loses the puck ultimately. Here comes Rice. Passed just beyond the reach of Valenta. Ruel almost got his revenge on the player. I thought he was going to put him into the glass, but he pulled up at the last second because the player didn't have the puck. No sense taking a penalty. Heads up play by Louis. Into the zone, Valenta. Looks like he had that one tipped. It went up high, and you heard it bang against the glass. We'll see if we get another opportunity on this rush. St. Francis trying to get it out. Can't do it. Picked up shot in by Altio and up and over the glass. Rice sends in the Gagne line. Gagne and Seuss are joined by Lamberg. Lamberg on the left, Seuss on the right. Gagne leans in. St. Francis wins that draw. We got Van Mullen and Altio playing the blue line. Van Mullen shuffles it deep and away from pressure. Lamberg picks it up and turns around. Got it knocked nicely by Michael Clouden, who tried to center it. He had Colton Clendenning out in front of the net again, but the pass was incomplete. Sent off the blocker of Foglia. Now it looks like St. Francis has a little juice in their cup. Another couple of shots, a rebound, and a secondary shot by Clendenning, and pressure is being applied by this line for St. Francis. Rice trying to get possession of that puck. Gagne finally knocked it away and got it to Lamberg, who sent it forward to Gagne just a little too far out in front. Altio picks it. Gets it off to Thies, and Thies, the goal scorer, sends it in, but it crossed 2 red lines, and we've got an icing. St. Francis, you don't want to give them momentum, I'm assuming, AJ.
It seems like they just woke up for a bit there. That goal really made them want to push for one of their own.
All right, St. Francis wins another draw. They have been nothing if not good at the faceoff dot. Little move, that should be a trip. Ref says play on. Inadvertent trip is still a trip, but there you go. All right. Look for a second like one of the Rice boys, I couldn't see who it was, had a clear breakaway, and the St. Francis kid fell on the back of his legs. But here we go. Rice with possession in the St. Francis zone. Good solid defense by St. Francis. Logan Lambrecht in the far corner, spinning, tries to bank it out to somebody on the near side. Rice is there. St. Francis sweeps it away. Rice picks up the loose puck. Justin Thies again. Thies gets it deep. Picked up by Lambrecht. Lambrecht got picked up by 2 big St. Francis kids who mugged him to the far side. I don't know why those 2 words are confabulated in my head. Thies got it deep again. Callum Shea, literally off the bench, had that one hit him in stride. Gets it up the wall to the Hammer. The Hammer tried to hit Shea. Got knocked down by St. Francis, and here they come. 2-on-1 break. Thies is the one-man back. Somehow St. Francis got a pass. Thies and the Hammer just saved a goal. Lenny Picozzi just saved a goal. It was headed for the post, and Picozzi, playing behind Foglia, was able to slap it out of the goal mouth. Dangerous play, AJ.
Yeah, that was a close one. St. Francis does not have very many shots, but they've had a few really high quality scoring chances, and Rice could use some of those as well.
1:17 left in period number 1. Rice now went from a position of strength to just hanging on to that 1-goal lead, trying to build on it to get some momentum into the locker room. St. Francis keeps it in. Looked like, again, Ruel got dumped from behind. He's been hit from behind a couple of times, but here we go through the neutral zone. Jutinen over to Valletta. Valletta had to kick that one forward to his stick, lost a little bit of momentum, and it rockets past Callum Shea all the way down for icing. Shea had to do a bit of an about-face to try to catch that pass, but it ended up skidding past him and all the way down past the Rice goal line. 46.8 seconds remain in period number 1. Face-off deep in the St. Francis zone. The Knights trying to recollect. They don't want to give St. Francis any swagger going into the period break. Clean win by Rice. Shot just high and wide. Big shot by Rice. Didn't see the number. Carson tried to put one through traffic. It didn't make it all the way through, and Karams to the far wall. Battle ensues. A lot of board battles going on today. Pushed out, pushed forward by Ruel, sent to the front of the net. Valenta got banged from behind. Almost a scoring chance for Rice. Carson runs down the puck, D to D, far side. We're going to settle things down. Carson again sent it into the neutral zone, where one of his teammates is waiting. Still in the zone. Seuss is on the ice. St. Francis somehow came away with that one. It was going to be a 2-on-1, but I'll tell you this, Jutinen with that speed closed the gap and made sure there was no passing lane available. You can't coach speed, AJ.
No, you cannot.
There are 0.3 seconds remaining. I'm not sure a coach would live through the experience of giving up a goal on a face-off with 0.3 seconds remaining.
Oh,
Fortunately, we're not going to find out if Dennis does because nothing doing. All right. At the end of one period, Rice, on a power play goal by Justin Thies, is leading the St. Francis Cardinals 1-0. We'll cut the broadcast and start a new file in period number 2. In the meantime, I'll shut you down while the ice is being cut. You are watching Rice Knights hockey.